All right, welcome into the 2 o'clock Weather Live. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herbosa. We're going to break down the forecast with a few things that we are talking about here today, one of which includes some weekend storms possible. So we'll take a look at that, and also the quiet weather expected for the rest of today and into your Friday as well. So as always, we started off with the big picture. So this is the upper level look at around 18,000 feet, the 500 millibar level, and also with the water vapor overlay. And what we can see here, we have clouds streaming in. That's the main story for us. We actually had some pictures sent in earlier today of some sky optics out there. And when I'm talking about, I'm meaning the halos, the sundogs. So in these high, thin cirrus clouds, take a look up because you might be seeing some of that. And if you are seeing any cool things out there in the sky, be sure to send it to us on the fox10tv.com or the Fox 10 weather app, the Fox 10 news app. So that's the big picture. Overall, we have a big ridge now sitting over that big bump you see there over the kind of eastern United States. That's what's given us the quiet weather. Ridging typically leads to quiet weather, especially to the east of the ridge axis, which is located right through here. That's kind of the center of the ridge, if you will, and points to the east of that have the nice weather. But however, of course, clouds are moving in, as we can see there. We're going to be watching off to our west as a couple systems begin to get energized and move on in. We have one small trough that is currently located over the Dakotas. That's going to be moving off to the north, and east. A low pressure system will likely develop somewhere in the Dakotas and then move off to the north and east in the coming day or so. But then we're going to be watching off the west coast for another trough, and that will be our next weather maker that brings us that weekend rain chance. So we talked about those high clouds that are rolling on in. There they are. You can see them on the satellite picture there. Those high, thin cirrus clouds located at the top of the weather-producing atmosphere. It's about 20,000, 30,000 feet. Very high, thin clouds. They're frozen ice crystals, and that's why we're getting some of those halos and stuff that we've been seeing outside. So take a look outside if you haven't. It's probably a very pretty picture out there right now. Current conditions, it's a cool one out there. 62 degrees in Mobile, 60 in New Orleans, 60 in Montgomery, around 60 in Tuscaloosa as well, where we're still having our Super 7 championships out there. Mobile Christian just won, by the way, if you are keeping up with that. So let's talk about the severe outlook. Now for today, we have no issues across the nation, no outlooks for severe weather there. However, for tomorrow, we do have one area, and this is that storm system that I was mentioning that's coming our way for the weekend. This is the development of it. So places like southern Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, and then Arkansas as well. Places like Little Rock and to the east of Oklahoma City, to the east of Tulsa. We'll be dealing with a very low-end severe weather risk. I think the main thing out of this one will be small chance of some hail, but otherwise no big issues there. Closer on in, the day 2 look for tomorrow. That's what I just showed you, isn't it? Well, as you can see, a closer look there. You can see that small area of risk. But the Saturday into Sunday severe outlook is the one that is more interesting here. As you can see in the southeastern United States, we do have a level 2 risk out there in yellow. That's for places like Louisiana, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee. And the green area there is a level 1 marginal risk, and I actually put the detailed timing on this. This is Saturday until Sunday at 6 a.m. That's the valid time for this outlook. And this is a low-end severe weather threat. Not too many concerns with this one at all. However, we do have the small chance for some thunderstorms that are associated with this complex that'll be coming through this weekend to possibly produce some gusty winds and possibly a spin-up tornado within the line, especially in the yellow level 2 area. Places like the Fox 10 viewing area, the threat is very low. The main thing will be gusty winds, of course. And also, it's likely this will be an overnight threat. So just something to keep in mind because we're going to have thunderstorms overnight. I want to give you a quick look at what it might look like here. This is on our Futurecast modeling. So here we are. This is midnight on Sunday here. You can already see storms rolling in there. Some thunder, some showers, some heavy rain possible. This storm system likely comes in the form of a squall line early on your Sunday morning. And it pushes through here, and then very quickly we dry out. So here's the big setup for you. A big dip in the jet stream comes our way by the time we get towards Saturday. So this weekend we start to see that big dip in the jet stream. There it is. You see it plunging down, those colors indicating strong winds aloft at about jet flying level, 30,000 feet or so. And you can see that big dip there, and that's really indicative of a weather-producing system. And that's going to mean that we have a big old system that really dominates the entire eastern United States. As you can see, that trough now moves off to the east by the time we get towards Sunday, and then cooler air moves in after that. We're going to go to 500 millibars now. This is about 18,000 feet. And what we're looking for is, once again, the dips. Those dips in the pattern here, those troughs are what typically produce the weather. They are the upper level support for the weather systems that we see, like our low pressure systems, our cold fronts, and our warm fronts. So we see this trough here, this big dip right here. And one thing that I want to point out, some models were indicating that this would have a slightly different look to it. Right now, the main axis of the trough, the main endpoints of the trough, are located about like this. It has almost like a forward slash slant to it. However, some forecast models earlier on indicated that the trough might look something more like this, kind of like backslash, kind of like that tilting with the lower part to the right. And that would be indicative of a stronger storm system. That would tell us that we would have a stronger storm system. Our severe threat would actually be higher with a picture like that, but that is not what we're seeing. So our severe threat is actually kind of diminished overall based on the recent modeling and based on the looks there. So this trough moves through on Sunday, provides that energy for the storms, and then gets out of here. And behind that trough, we have some much cooler weather ahead. So to give you something more familiar here, this is our Futurecast model. We're going to go all the way through it now, starting with 2 p.m. on Thursday and getting us through the rest of the day on your Thursday. It does look like we'll just keep those clouds around, no real chance for rain. Actually, a very quiet day overall with cooler temperatures. But then we start to get more southerly flow as we get into Friday. So Friday, 2 p.m., I cannot rule out a few showers out there. We're keeping a low and rain chance around 20%. Even up in the northern counties, as you can see, also a chance for some showers as well. And then get towards Saturday, and then things start to change. We bump our rain chances up on Saturday during the day ever so slightly. As you can see, by around 4 o'clock, a development of showers, possibly some thunderstorms out there. So if you have afternoon plans on Saturday, have the rain gear ready. The severe threat, really nothing with this one, very low, likely just some thunderstorms. That could be disruptive, some of them could be stronger, but no real severe threat with these. However, like I said, there is sometimes that these could be strong. And it's around 4 o'clock there in the modeling, and then we get a little break in the evening hours, but you can see off to our north and west that line of thunderstorms that's organizing there, and we get another development around midnight. And yeah, there's those rumbles of thunder overnight on your Saturday night into your Sunday morning. So if you're getting an early start Sunday morning for church, yeah, thunderstorms likely will be around. Some of them could be strong, producing gusty winds. Likely all this coming in the form of a squall line there, but it exits relatively quickly from our area. Now, here's the reasoning why we think these will be thunderstorms. This is our look at instability, and whenever we have those colors, whenever we have that instability there, we have the chance for thunderstorms. So as you can see on Saturday, we have a little push of instability into our area. That is warm, moist air that'll feed these thunderstorms. That's why we have the chance for some afternoon thunderstorms on Saturday. Then in the evening, even more instability feeds into our area, and that's going to be the fuel for these thunderstorms that develop and push through our area in the pre-dawn hours and then early morning hours on Sunday. Here's the lightning flash rate. This is off the European forecast model. And this is essentially showing where the thunderstorms could be. Essentially, we're looking at this to see, okay, where is the potential for thunderstorms? And you can see a line of thunderstorms, likely broken thunderstorms, that moves through Saturday night into your Sunday morning before exiting off to our east very quickly on Sunday. So that's the main summary. What about how much rain? Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get much. This is actually a relatively quick system that's going to be moving through the area. So around half an inch possibly for the Mobile area. Some areas could see higher amounts, but not a lot out of this system overall. However, thanks to the rain that we saw recently, meaning the past week, that past little weekend storm system that we had, the new drought monitor, which came out today, looks significantly better in the Fox 10 viewing area. There are still areas to our west that are in that extreme drought. But as you can see, we're in that kind of level 1 in Mobile. That's just the abnormally dry category, as they call it. Other areas in the moderate drought, then severe drought in the western portions of our area. We're talking our Mississippi counties and even clipping a corner of Washington County there. So a little bit of rain could always help. We are already at a bit of a surplus for this month, or close to a surplus, with that 3 inches of rain that we got last weekend. So half an inch would definitely help. Here's the rain chances, summing it up over the next 7 days. So we have that chance for isolated showers on Friday, then scattered showers in the afternoon on Saturday, and then overnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning. That's practically a 100% chance for rain. Storms almost guaranteed for the entire area, so get ready for it. Make sure you have a way to receive warnings that Saturday night. And then Sunday morning, storms around, but they will clear out quickly, so don't be surprised by the afternoon. We're dealing with almost mostly sunny skies if this thing ends up clearing out as efficiently as some of the models are suggesting. What does this do with temperatures? Well, we do get a dip in temperatures next week. Look at our high temperatures in the 50s, 56. On your Monday with mostly clear skies. It looks like a good day ahead. Here's that 7-day forecast for you. And we can see those chances for rain Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, and actually I need to change that. So that Monday should be mostly clear. That AM storms need to go on Sunday there. And then for the rest of the week, it actually looks relatively clear. Very quiet weather as we get into next week. So that AM storms, remember, goes on Sunday and not Monday. It's my first run of the 7-day so far today, so just caught that. But otherwise, yeah, looks like a nice week ahead. So just reviewing for us, we're going to go back over this one more time just in case you're joining us. Cool temperatures right now, a quiet evening ahead with high cirrus clouds out there. In fact, 62 in Mobile, 60 in Montgomery. This is important because we do have those football games going on. So kicking off very soon at 3 o'clock, we have our next championship game at Bryant-Denny. This is Leroy taking on Coosa Christian. Temperatures like around 60 degrees, dropping to the 40s by the end of that game. Then this evening, the 5A championship, Gulf Shores taking on Ramsey. Temperatures will be in the 40s up in Tuscaloosa for that one, so bundle up. What about Friday? Friday's slightly warmer, so this is going to be Saraland. The Spartans taking on Clay Chalkville. The Cougars there, so 58 for this one. So a little bit warmer in the evening as that southerly flow returns to our area. And even a small rain chance overall. So chilly, but not that chilly there. Definitely mostly cloudy skies, that isolated chance of a shower out there. Also this evening here on the Gulf Coast, the Fair Up Christmas Parade, 6:30, feeling nice out there. Temperatures will be appropriately cool in the 40s. All right, one last run of Futurecast for us. This evening, we're looking quiet with just a few clouds around. And then as we get towards Friday, southerly flow returns, possibility of some isolated showers out there. But the main stuff doesn't come until Saturday. Saturday afternoon, we have the chance of some thunderstorms out there. Around 4 o'clock, you can see the development of thunderstorms as instability returns to the area, so some thunder possible. And then the big line comes overnight, Saturday night. So after 9 p.m., probably after 10 p.m., we get a development of thunderstorms as a form of essentially a squall line. Some of these thunderstorms could be strong, possibly producing gusty winds, but the overall severe threat very low. And then pushes out of here by Sunday morning. So once again, that 7-day forecast shows that. And you know what? I'm just going to fix this right now because that's going to bother me. That AM thunderstorms can go away. And that can be put on Sunday, if it'll let me do it. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. I'm waiting on my computer, so give me one moment. But I'll let you take a look at this 7-day forecast as I fix it. Very simple one as after we get to next week with those AM storms possible on Sunday, and then nicer weather and cooler weather for next week. And you're going to see the magical changes once it loads. Oh, Oh, there it is. So there we are. There's the fix for you. That's our 7-day forecast. AM storms possible on Sunday, and then quiet weather for next week. I'll leave this up for a little bit. We thank you so much for joining us on our 2 o'clock live here. This one's specifically on YouTube. And our streaming system as well, the Gulf Stream, which you can get on your Apple TV, the Roku. It's a free app that you can download. Has access to all of our Fox 10 content. Also, remember, we're talking about those possible halos today out in the sun with those high cirrus clouds. So if you get any pictures, do send it to us. Fox 10 weather app, Fox 10 news app, and fox10tv.com. We're preparing for the 3 o'clock show right now, so we're getting ready for that. I will be on there, and we're also doing our 10 Caring Gifts toy drive. We're out at the Daphne Walmart and the Mobile Beltline Walmart. You will have live shots from them, from some of our meteorologists. Jason Smith is out there, and then some of our other talent anchors out there later today. So a lot going on here at Fox 10, so we're ready for it. I'm going to leave you with a 7-day forecast. Thank you so much once again for joining us here on the 2 o'clock weather live, and we will see you on the 3.